Hey everybody, Jason Burmis here, and we're going to take another trip down the Slither Circle, aka the slime balls, the scumbags, the predators within our government in Hollywood, the entertainment industry, and beyond, their connections, and especially right now, who? Harvey Weinstein. So I was originally going to do this video Sunday night, the night before he was going to court on Monday. I'm glad I didn't, because on Monday, when he went to court, he got new charges filed against him in Los Angeles. So briefly, I want to go over those charges, and then on top of that, what I really want to bring you is all the information regarding whether or not he's going to get off, because I still don't think he's going to do a day in jail. And a lot of people are going to be mad at me about that, but it's not my decision. Believe me, he'd be going to jail if it were my decision. But you have to understand, a lot of these people that brought the charges, and believe me, not every woman that he's assaulted brought charges against him, may have brought false or inflated charges. And the court hearings really only involved 2 women, and then in the new case, there's 2 more women, but one of them is acting as a witness in both cases. So we do have a rape charge and a sexual assault charge now coming in L.A. as he goes to court. Here's the thing. If he wins in New York, which I suspect he will, or there'll be a mistrial or a hung jury or something, then this is going to look bad for the L.A. case. All right? And, here he is. Oh, I'm in a wheelchair. And remember, he already has that $25 million settlement with a bunch of the accusers. He's bought his way out of a lot of this. This is a guy that's connected to what? Black Cube, the Israeli intelligence firm for hire that was recommended to him by Ehud Barak. And, this is another one of those guys in the Epstein, Weinstein, Spacey, Bryan Singer, Slither circles that also encompasses Bill Clinton. That's why I'm not about left or right, guys. I'm about right and wrong, and you got to call a spade a spade. So he's in court today, and this is how much respect he has. He gets reprimanded by the judge and says he could spend time in jail if he doesn't get off his phone. This is a guy who doesn't need a walker. He talks about his time in rehab. Oh, you can go to rehab for sexual assault. What the fuck are you talking about? What kind of society believes this? I mean, let's be honest. Look at this guy. It's a big act. He's not in a wheel. He doesn't need any assistance. They caught his ass. Like right after that first time you saw him. Oh, I'm going to court in a walker. Dennis Hassert played the same game in a wheelchair. It's horse shit. It's horse shit. The guy's fine. This is a show. This is an act. This is a while back. Oh, I'm still in a walker. I'm an old man. I need help. No, you don't. No, you don't. And, one of the things is, I've been in rehab since the Me Too allegations, Judge. I'm trying to act a better way. I'm trying to not be, a sex addict. Listen, it was already reported that he failed at this in 2018, or a year and a half ago. Okay, more than a year and a half ago. Come on. This is all nonsense. Flick off with the super chat. Do you think Trump would go along with a false flag on one of his towers so he can get that juicy insurance money Silverstein saw? I think if something happens like that, he would be not in the know. And those targets are very viable. I don't think George Bush had anything to do with 9/11. Let's make that very, very clear. George W. Bush had nothing, and I don't think any prior knowledge whatsoever of that. The president is often puppeteered. Look at who surrounds Trump. A couple of those guys might know and definitely go along with the false flag. Hell, they might help orchestrate it. Flick off. That's all I'm saying. That's how I look at it, brother. But getting back to Weinstein, okay? This is back in March of 2018 where he'd already spent $58,000. Chump change, that $25 million settlement, that's insurance money. He's covered. It's not coming out of his pocket. He won't pay a fucking thing. Come on. And here's where we're really going to discuss who this guy is. Now, we already have the Kate Beckinsale allegations when she was 17. But we do have this model coming forward saying he assaulted her at 16 in 2002. We've already gone over the details in this case. They're not great. They're not great. They're pretty disgusting. I mean, again, we'll just highlight one of them here. You can read it if you'd like. That's part of it. This is a 16-year-old girl. And if you think he only did this once or twice, come on. Give me a break. Give me a break. So let's talk about this. It took a while, but we finally did get that confirmation of the Slither Circle that Jack Scarola discussed. Jack Scarola was a lawyer for Bradley Edwards. Bradley Edwards, the lawyer for many of his victims in Palm Beach, including Virginia Giuffre Roberts. And when asked about Weinstein and these types, Bradley Edwards said, well, yeah, no, they do run in the same circles. Jack Scarola, thank you for correcting him, because they slither in the same circles. This is the Slither Circle. And notice the guy in the middle here, he's no longer with us. In this one, she's on the run. Okay, I don't know if we're ever going to get her. I certainly hope so. But we're now what? It's the 7th. On the 16th, they'll rule on those 10,000 documents. It's pages. They're not documents. So you're going to get 10,000 pages of new documentation on Ghislaine Maxwell, her co-conspirators, and Jeffrey Epstein. And remember, Weinstein and Bill Clinton are best buddies. They're Butterooskies. They're better than Butterooskies. You see, we're going to play this clip again. We should be playing it ad nauseum because of the hypocrisy involved with Weinstein. But he was his personal projectionist back in 92 for 8 years while he was president. Okay? Weinstein and Clinton traveled together on vacation where he made makeshift movie theaters for he and Clinton. They're buddies. They're big-time buddies. And remember, Clinton also happened to be buddies with another Slither Circle member, Kevin Spacey. Kevin Spacey traveled with Clinton on Epstein's planes, but more importantly, again, had that relationship since the 90s and somewhat based the character of Frank Underwood on him. Not the best circle to be around. I didn't even mention Bryan Singer and his relationship to Spacey and Weinstein. We don't even need to go there. But Bill Clinton says, I had no idea. No idea. No one ever said anything to me about Harvey. Meanwhile, when the Me Too thing really kicked off and, scared and frightened Hollywood came out of the woodwork to say, well, we couldn't believe he had gotten this woman or that woman or this woman. Come on. People know people. Everybody knows in these small circles that things are said, rumors are everywhere, and sometimes it's not a rumor. All right? We know about the pandemic of child sexual abuse that is an open secret in Hollywood that we're peeling back the layers on. Okay? So when Bill Clinton says he had no idea that Harvey Weinstein was a bad guy, give me a break. So what we're going to do here is, again, we're going to play it ad nauseum. You can't get the irony here. This is at the GLAAD Awards, okay? And they've unlisted the video. Unlisted. It had about 500,000 views before that. It's not like they have a ton of subscribers. But this is a clip where they're giving Bill Clinton an award. And Harvey Weinstein, first of all, I want to point out the big hypocritical statement of he's praising some guy here. It's kind of a joke. And then he talks about he and Clinton's relationship. So let's break it down, huh, Harv?
I've seen Steve in action, and I just want to say what a force he is for good and equality. He has incredible integrity in a business often filled with challenges.
Oh, yeah, incredible integrity.
I've had the privilege of knowing the president for 20 years.
Oh.
And I just wanted to tell you that how I really got to know the president really well. Some of you don't know because there wasn't a Senate confirmation hearing. This was done rather privately. I was the chief projectionist at the White House from 1992 to 2000.
Huh.
And I'm going to tell you, the president and I saw so many movies together. I'm not kidding, by the way. We saw so many movies together. Some of mine, like Good Will Hunting, and I remember seeing The Harmonists, and so many great films with the president. We even built went on vacation.
On vacation? Oh, you'd build a little. I wonder if you ever vacationed on a certain little island somewhere.
We even built a little portable screening room for the president. I can tell you, that...
I'm not even going to let him finish. My stomach is already... I can tell you that disgusting man is a predator, okay, number one, that is probably going to get off. He's going to slither circle his way out of this. I really believe that. And that's unfortunate, but that's the society we live in. I wish that we lived in a better one. I wish that we could expose monsters like this and the Slither Circle and that people were held accountable. Guys, thumbs the video up. Subscribe if you're new. Share this on social media, on the blogs, everywhere that you can. Please do that. I'm a documentary filmmaker. Over on the channel in the playlist section, you can see all these for free. Loose Change Final Cut, Fabled Enemies, Invisible Empire, A New World Order Defined, and Shade the Motion Picture. Now here's where I need your help. I'm going to put it in the live chat right now. What I really need you to do is we are a week and a half away from this fight, and apparently McGregor is on the ground in Vegas. Let's let it be known that people know about these rape allegations. We know all the evidence. We know how violent it is, and we won't stand for it. This isn't about some garbage Me Too bullshit. This is about a real victim, okay, who was brutally beaten and raped in front of eyewitnesses, and all the evidence, the forensic evidence, the eyewitness testimony proves that. And it's not one article. It's not tabloid stuff. I mean, the tabloids covered it, and for shame for other people not covering it. But when you see how many sources there are, and the evidence, it's overwhelming. Conor McGregor did this. I need you guys to get this information out. Share it with others. That really helps me. And if you can, you want to keep independent media going. I just did a great interview with Daniel Hopsicker. He has done incredible work over the years. I mean, he is a maverick in independent journalism, and I respect the hell out of him. Doesn't mean I agree with him everything. And we were able to have a real back and forth. So I was really humbled to be able to actually do that with one of those people who I respect their work. And I hope that we can do it more often. I don't have all the answers. I want other perspectives. I want to be able to challenge other people respectfully on those perspectives. I'm not here to call everybody a shill, okay? But I'm certainly not a warmonger. And I'm going to fight the military and media industrial complex no matter what side it lies on, because there is no side. The side is there to protect one class, and it's the predator class. You're not a part of it. So $5, $10, $15 to keep this going means the world to me. I absolutely love you guys, and I will see you all on the flip side.